The former mother-in-law of Amy Winehouse has blasted mental health services after her son managed to escape a secure hospital before injecting a lethal amount of heroin. Freddie Civil died on April 26, 2021, with a coroner ruling his death was due to a misadventure following a heroin overdose. The brother of Blake Fielder Civil, the former husband of Amy, had escaped from Fieldhead Hospital in Wakefield, West Yorks, before travelling to Leeds and staying in a £40 a night bed and breakfast. It's there Freddie, 27, took a lethal amount of drugs, an inquest into his death had heard. Now, his heartbroken mum, Georgette Civil, 56, has said she predicted her young son's death prior to the devastating day. The former salon owner claims Freddie, who idolized his older brother, Blake, was robbed of his dignity during his 4-year stint at Fieldhead. She went on to suggest the staff at the facility had allegedly called him Jimmy Savile while bullying him and demonstrating patronizing behavior. An emotional Georgette said, "I fought throughout to keep him alive because I predicted in November and December and January he was going to die under their care. My son was robbed of his dignity and his respect, and the grossly poor handling of the complaints procedure was just shocking. He was no better treated, and I hate to say it, than like a caged dog. But for me, the real tragedy here is Freddie had good cause to fear he would never be free, we both did," before stating that Freddie was frightened while at the secure hospital. Georgette went on to explain she feared deaths may rise at the hospital following an inspection from the Care Quality Commission stating that the trust's provision for mental health required improvements. At Freddie's inquest, the court heard he had been made subject to a hospital order by a judge after being sentenced to HMP Leeds for a crime that wasn't specified. The 27-year-old had been detained under the Mental Health Act at Newton Lodge, a medium security unit located within Fieldhead Hospital since the autumn of 2018. Georgette said she spoke to Freddie every day but admitted it was heartbreaking to read his files, including diaries following his death which showed the pain and isolation he experienced. For years he was bullied, and he was frightened, and he was lonely, and he was isolated, she said before adding, "All we both saw was years and years of him trapped in this awful situation we were both in, and after he died, I felt really upset." Freddie's personal diaries, which were released to Georgette following his death, show claims of staff nicknaming him after pedophile Jimmy Savile. In one passage he wrote, "Approached the office to ask staff a question at which point staff member looked through the window, looked directly at me and said in front of my friend, 'All right Jimmy Savile.' I said hello and walked away. This is the second time he has called me Jimmy Savile, previous time was at sick, the corridor." Freddie went on to claim that several members of staff, including doctors, took their moods out on patients, and he noted that he was jotting down his experience to show every manager and solicitor. During his closing report into Freddie's death on Thursday, November 24, Coroner Oliver Longstaff agreed that he had been frustrated by the slow progress of his treatment. Meanwhile, Georgette believes lessons at Fieldhead would not be learnt and slammed the facility for putting their reputation over patient safety. "I haven't got Freddie and never will have. They say lessons are learned, but I don't think they're learned from this at all," she emotionally said. Carol Harris, Chief Operating Officer at Southwest Yorkshire Partnership NHS Foundation Trust said, "Our thoughts are with everyone affected by Mr. Civil's death. At our trust, the safety of the people who access our services is a priority for us." Following the incident, we carried out a thorough investigation and developed a detailed action plan to enhance our service delivery. As a learning trust, we continue to work to ensure the services we deliver are the best they can be.